People, I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. In this episode, I want to guide all of us based on my last video, which I talked about cost of foundation of a 5-bedroom house. So some of my subscribers have asked me to put it on a spreadsheet, and I did this particular one for a subscriber. His name is Mr. Paul Amo. Mr. Paul Amo, thank you once again for giving me the opportunity, and I believe you found your spreadsheet in your email. So I want to share it to all of us so that if you want to build a 4-bedroom house or a 3-bedroom house or a 5-bedroom house, you can use this as a guide. You understand? Our aim is to reduce to the lowest value. Okay, you don't just give the money as, okay, someone gives you an estimate, you say, oh, let me pay. No, you have to bargain. So this is going to be our guide. I designed this basically for a 5-bedroom house. In this 5-bedroom house, he has a big hall, he has a visitor's toilet, he has a guest room. The guest room has its own bathroom, okay, which is all en suite. Okay, he has a kitchen, okay, he has a kitchen store, he has a laundry room, okay, all right. And then the 4 bedrooms in addition, okay, comes with their own bathroom. The master bedroom has a walk-in closet, okay, and then the shower separately. You understand? So the foundation is huge. In this way, we are using the 2,000 blocks, okay, mostly for this foundation. Averagely, we use 1,500 to 1,700 for a standard 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom house. But then when you have this laundry room, utility area, walk-in closets, okay, and then you have all the rooms having their own bathrooms, approximately 2,000 to 2,200 blocks will be required for such foundation. Are you with me? And then also depending on how high you want to raise your structure. Are you getting the point? So here I'm staying with 2,000 blocks. You understand? Yes, depending on what the mason is doing at the site, based on that you can add maybe 200 or 50 blocks depending on how high you want to go. All right, so this spreadsheet should guide all of us. It is going to guide all of us, and then please let's go ahead and use it whenever we want to build. So this is solely for the foundation. All right, so in this foundation we have our profiling settings. This is when the draftsman who did a drawing for you comes and then demarcate all the rooms onto the land. By so doing, we get our wire board across the whole plot, which I showed in my last video. Okay, yes, most people use blocks. They don't buy the wire box and the pegs, but then it doesn't give accuracy, in my opinion. They use the blocks all around. They mark it with a chalk, and then they put nails. They hit it with the nails and then put the rope on top. But what happens if someone comes to pick the blocks away? You don't get your grade line. Grade lines are very, very important. It gives you the straightness of the building. From each grade line is about the wall, okay, maybe the hall, the kitchen, the bathroom. They should all be straight, you understand? So I will always go for the wire board instead of the blocks. Okay, so we need our pegs, as I've indicated. So you can create your own spreadsheet out of this one. Just write everything down on your spreadsheet. Use your laptop and create a spreadsheet. And this is for a 5-bedroom house. Let it be your guide. If you want to build a 4-bedroom house with the ground floor being the hall, the visitors, the kitchen, and then the upper floor being a 3-bedroom, you can still use this as your guide for the foundation. Okay, all right. So item number 4, which is the wood pegs. Okay, then item number 5, which is the nails. Nails, we have 3 inches and 4 inches. We are buying 2 boxes each. All right, and the cost is 70 Ghana cedis. That I can rest assured that is okay. The prices are the same. All right, okay. Now you don't have to buy any other nails when you buy these 2 nails. Okay, don't buy an extra nails. All right, and then you need rope. We use rope to draw the grid line from one end to the other in order to get the straightness. Once we get the straightness, we pour a whitish powder onto the ground to demarcate all the rooms and the halls. We can use a whitewash, okay, or we can use tiles, tightening cement that is in a white powdered form, you understand, so that you can visually see the demarcation. You understand? Some people use sand, but sometimes you don't see it clearly. Some people use the pickers in, drawing the mark, all of that, because buying the tiling cement is also an additional cost. So while they draw the grade line, they can use the pickers to draw the lines, yes, to demarcate all the lines, and then you're good to go. Now, so from item 1 to 6, okay, we are estimating around 5,000. Okay, we shouldn't go more than that. That should be our target. Always remember, we are trying to reduce costs. Yes, so yours is to bargain. In terms of the digging, when they come and they say, oh, digging, my 4,000, yours is to bargain, depending on how hard and soft the ground is, you understand? So you need to bargain, as I've indicated on item 2, digging, 3,000. Some people will charge 2,500. Some people will charge 4,000. So item 2, you should be very careful how you bargain. Item 1, the profiling setting, as I made mention, you should be very vigilant. And the person doing the profiling should be very well experienced. You understand? You just don't need anybody. If not, your house will be crooked. And position your house in a way that you have enough plot at the front. You understand? You can shift it to the left corner, okay, or the right corner of the plot if it's a 70 by 100 plot, okay. Your position is such a way that you have enough plot. If you want a small backyard here, you can leave about 4 feet at the back, and then that will be a small backyard where you can place your poly tank. You can have an out kitchen where you cook, smoky food before bringing them to the main kitchen. You understand? And then you can have a small garden, not necessarily, but if you want, okay. And then you have ample space at the front for your flowers and all of that, for your carport and a pergola if you want to have that. So make sure positioning of your house is very, very important. All right, so we're done with item 1 up to 6, which our estimate should be around 5,000. And should it go a little bit up of that, you have to determine that price. Now from item 7 is we need 2 trips of sand. It is very crucial. We need 2 trips of sand. You can buy them in stages, but then buying 2 trips of sand will not cause you any harm. Yes, some people can cough up that kind of amount. They want to buy it one step at a time, but the 2 trips of sand will do justice for the foundation. Yeah, because for the foundation, footing block work, casting of the concrete, the pillars, and then overside concrete, you understand, you need a lot of sand. So 2 trips will do that good for you. And then the stones as well, 2 trips will do entirely that. This is for a 5-bedroom house. This spreadsheet is designed for a 5-bedroom house. So if you have a 4-bedroom house, it means that for you, you are good to go. Okay. So item 8, we finished that. Sand on item 7, some people say their area, they usually buy sand at 1,500, 1,200, but I found that to be extravagant. Yeah, that's a lot of money to buy a sand at 1,500. That will make your estimate go high though. But that's it. Yours is to bargain to the lowest value. Okay. Item 9. Here we have 16 mm rod. Okay. Based on Mr. Paul Amo's estimate or foundation plan, he has 36 pillars. Okay, 36 pillars. So in these 36 pillars, I estimate, like I showed in my last video, okay, we're going to take 2 full rods and cut them into 3. And 1 full rod, when stretched wide, okay, it is giving us 30 feet. So in these 30 feet, we're going to cut them into 3. So we're going to have 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet by 3. You understand? So you're going to be 10 feet high by 3. So we need 2 of the rods. So we're going to have a total of 2 full rod cut into 3, which is 6 pieces, 10 feet high. 6 pieces, 10 pieces, okay, 10 feet high. Are you getting the point? Yes. So based on that, I multiplied 36 by 2. 2 means 2 full rod. You understand? 2 full rod. So if 2 full rod gives me 1 pillar, That is the equation. If a 2 full rod, okay, constitute to 1 pillar, because 1 pillar I will have 10 feet 1 2 3, another 10 feet 1 2 3, which make a stirripes. We call it a stirripes in a ring. Okay, the ring will look like this, and I'll have 1 2 3 iron rod, 1 2 3, okay, one at the edge, in the middle, and then at the edge. So the rings will look like this, okay, and then we have 3 rod here and 3 rod here. I getting the point. That gives you the stirrup, okay. So we need 2 full rod of that, one cut into 3, another one cut into 3. That gives me 1 pillar, and therefore 36 pillars will constitute to how many pieces of rods? So I multiply 2 full rod multiplied by 36 pillars, and that gives me 72. So I need 72 pieces of an 16 mm rod. Okay, 72 pieces. All right, so the price, we can determine that when you call KO4E. Okay, so right there I have 6,177. It might reduce, it might go high. This is just an estimate. Okay, we have 8 mm. 8 mm, we use that for the rings. Okay, that's what holds those 16 mm together. Okay, so that is a ring. All right, that's why we can buy about 70 pieces, because a ton is going about 300 pieces. So we need 70 pieces for that. 12 mm for the mesh. Okay, here we are buying 10 pieces. You can buy a little bit more for your ground beams. Your steel bender will tell you about that one. And then binding wire, we need 3 binding wires. Okay, one is going for 65. That I know for sure. I just bought one recently. And then we come to item number 13. Number 13 is the blocks. We need 6 inches solid quarry dust block. 6 inches, complete 6 inches. Make sure you get the rightful size, okay? Yes. Recent time, machines are reducing the size of the block, and therefore make sure you get the right size. So we need 6 inches solid, okay? And your aim is to get the lowest price. If you get it at 5 cedis, your estimate will blow out. If you get it at 4 cedis, that's good. I am buying mine at 4 cedis 20 pesos at Kaswa. That's where I bought mine from DMK. I will share that with you. Okay, so 4 cedis 20 pesos for the block. 2,000. We need 2,000 blocks, and that is giving me 8,400. Okay, and then we need cement, which is item 14. Item 14, we need cement for footing block work. Last time I showed you that 100 blocks constitute to 2 bags of cement. 100 blocks constitute 2 bags of cement. And therefore, if I'm using 2,000 blocks, so 2,000 blocks multiplied by 2 divided by 100, okay? And that gives me 40 bags of cement. All right, 40 bags of cement. And GASM is going for 60. I usually buy diamond cement. Diamond cement is 54. You understand? I buy diamond cement. They are all cement. The category are the same. Okay, you can buy so the other ones you can buy. And then for plastering, you can go for the GASM. Okay, yes, because that one is also stronger, which is 42.5 R. Okay, yours is to make sure foundation is solid and also reducing cost. All right, so item 14, we are done. Item 15, cement for casting the footing pillars. The footing pillars, we need 15 bags of that. We don't need that much. Okay, and then item 16, we need cement for the foundation concrete. Cement for the foundation concrete. Quantity, I decided to put 80 bags, okay, for safety. Now, and then we come cement for overside concrete. Also, I put 50 bags. Now, if you put this category together where I have bolded, okay, item 14 and up to item 17. Item 14 up to 17, if you put them together, I think 50 plus 80 is going to give me 130. Okay, 130 plus 40 is going to give me 170. 170 plus 15 is going to give me 135. Okay, so in this case, you can decide to buy 150 bags, 150 bags, and then let them begin with that. Once it gets to the middle and you realize that you need more, you can add more, or you can even buy 100 bags from the start. Let them start with that, okay? So that later on you can add. You don't just buy all because they gave you, oh, my 200 bags, and then you buy the whole 200 bags. Buy 100 bags, let them begin the work, and then see where it takes them, and then you can add more. You understand? So this is my estimation, okay, based on analysis, okay? And then we moved on to item 18. Item 18 is the bitumen, which is a waterproof coating, okay? It's going for 1,180 Ghana cedis per gallon or per bucket, okay? You can go to Opera, get a variety of them, and choose the one that you want. The higher the price, the higher your estimate, okay? That is dependent upon you. You have to bargain to the lowest value. Item 19 is the gravels or laterite, okay? Based on your location as well. Some people get it at 400 Ghana cedis per 22 cubic of a truck. Some people get it at 600, some people get it at 700, some people even get it at 1,000. So depending on the depth of your foundation, and that's why most people don't want to raise their foundation, because once they raise their foundation, they're going to get more laterite, means more money will be going. You understand? So depending on the slope of your land, your mason should be able to create a step, so that you don't buy more gravels or laterite. The mason should be very good, so that when the land is not that level, and some places are lower and some places are higher, the lower places will take more blocks in order to cover for the areas that are on the hilly side. You understand? So he needs to be able to balance it, because the hilly side will have lower blocks while the lower side will have higher blocks. You understand? So you need to balance that equation. It is always good to have a level land, and then you're at peace. If you're on a hilly top, that's good, because you're not affected by rain, so you don't have to raise it that high. Are you getting the point? Yeah, so gravels is item 19. Item 20, we have plumbing materials. Plumbing materials, I decided to put 1,200 because a 5-bedroom house, all the bedrooms will have their piping system, and then the kitchen, the laundry, okay, and the visitor's toilet and the guest room toilet. All these piping work should not exceed more than 1,200 for the cost of the material. Here we are not buying pressure pipe. If you want to buy a pressure pipe, it will take you up to 3,000 or even 4,000. You can buy Interplast or Duraplast. They are equally good. That's what people have been using throughout. We only use pressure pipe when you're doing the decking, because of the wheelbarrows going up and down, the metals, all those movements. You need a pressure pipe in the decking system. All right. Okay, so we go to item 21. Item 21 is the DPM, the downproof memory. Okay, as at the time I bought mine at 300 Ghana cedis per roll. Okay, it's very thick in the roll, the black rubber. Okay, so if you want to laminate after your gravels have been poured in, okay, you have to rent a compactor. If you don't rent a compactor, you can leave it for the rains to pour on it, and then it will settle down. Once it's settled down, they can ramp it or rent a compactor at that time. Let them compact it nicely, and then you put the item 21 on it, which is the DPM, okay, the black rubber you just made on the surface, and then the plumber will do his plumbing work, and then the mason will cast the concrete on the entire surface, which is called the oversized concrete. All right. Okay, so we move to item 22. Item 22 is water. We need water in all the step of the way. So I put 500 Ghana cedis. When those truck brings about 1,000 liters or 2,000 liters, you need to have a tank at your site for that. Your mason can create a temporary tank for you with the blocks. So you need extra blocks for that, and about 2 bags of cement for that, or 3 bags of cement for that. And then also item 23, that's a concrete mixture. Mostly I don't need a concrete mixture at the beginning of my project, especially when it's a foundation work. I rather ask the mason to create a platform. Okay, we can use 2 bags of cement and create a very big, nice platform where we can mix our mortar and especially concrete from there, so that we don't have to mix it directly on the ground. It is not good, it's not hygienic, it's not safe, it does not help. the cement mixture. You understand? Because once you're mixing the sand and the stone, again, you're adding the natural ground soil to it, and it's not the best. And then if you pour in water, the water does not actually stay with the concrete. It being soaked by the ground. You understand? So always remember to get a platform. A platform will take you 2 bags of cement maximum. You get a very nice platform, because renting a concrete mixture on item 23 will increase your bill, because that's why I left that place blank. I left it blank. If you're rich, why not? You can rent a concrete mixture, okay, for that one. But I don't think it is necessary, because we need to set the pillars, and setting the pillars takes time. It's not done in a rush. Once the pillars have been set properly, the next day they can come and cast the entire foundation concrete. That side, if you want to use a machine, within 2 hours they'll be done. Okay, so we don't need a lot of people for the foundation concrete. Just a few people, they are okay. If it is the oversized concrete, yeah, that's what it's spread across the entire footing work. So you need a concrete mixture for that purpose. And even that, people still mix it on the ground. 10 bags, 10 bags, 10 bags, and they are done. But the concrete mixture will also be ideal for the oversized concrete. This is solely my opinion. Okay, so item 23, we are done. And then 24, that is the transportation for the concrete mixture. The concrete mixture will not come to the site by itself. It needs to be hooked up to a vehicle, and the vehicle will pull it to the site. Okay, that is also an additional cost to your estimate. So like I said, there are so many ways to reduce costs, and I'm only guiding you through. So as of now, from item 1 to 24, our total estimate is 45,375 Ghana cedis, 6 pesos. Okay, yes. I have not included that of item 23. Item 23, which is the concrete mixture price. Some people take 600. I don't know the current price as of now, so I don't want to put any price there. You will decide whether you need it or not. For me, I don't need it, so it will rule out of my equation, and it will reduce the cost. And likewise, if I rule that out, item 24, which is the transportation, also be ruled out, and then my cost will reduce. Definitely, if you're building in an area that is waterlogged, you need item 21, which is the DPM. Okay, and in that case, for you to do the item 18, which is the bitumen, okay, on the foundation, a new method is that people, buy 42.5 hours cement. Okay, they add some chemical and they do plastering on the footing block work before they cover the edges with the sand. Okay, instead of doing the painting, people do plastering. All right. So that is also another method. It means that extra bags of cement will go into that area, as compared to buying 5 pieces of bitumen, which is going to cost you 900. You can buy 5 bags of cement and it can do that plastering for you. Again, you have reduced cost in that area. Are you getting the point? All right. So as of now, we are done with our estimate for the cost of materials for a 5-bedroom house. This is a standard 5-bedroom house, which I mentioned. We have the hall, we have a corridor, we have a porch, which is the main porch. There might be some pillars shooting up, long pillars. Okay, fine. We have the visitor's toilet. This is just a toilet. It's not a washroom, just a toilet. And then we come to the guest room itself. The guest room will have the toilet, everything within. That's the guest room. And then we have a big kitchen. I love big kitchens. A kitchen with an island. Okay, and then the kitchen has a store. Are you getting it? There's a store. And then we have a laundry room. Yes, don't put your washing machine in your kitchen. I made mention that in my last episode. Someone said, oh, in London we do that, but in Ghana, do we do that? You see, sometimes we learn ignorantly. London, they do certain things because they want to reduce space size for a certain income earning people. You understand? The rich do not put washing machine in their kitchen. They reduce some houses, they build townhouses for low income earning people. So they try to, minimize certain things. That doesn't mean you should copy the same thing and bring it back to Ghana. You design your house. You are designing it, not a real estate person. So you design it the way you want it. And I will not put my washing machine in my kitchen. It doesn't make sense. So I should have a laundry room where the washing machine should be there. You understand? So that's it. So as of now, we've spent 45,375. This is only the cost of materials. All right. So let's go to the workmanship. All right. So here we are on workmanship. All right. Workmanship is very, very important. Okay. So we're going to work our way out throughout to the workmanship. So workmanship here, I need steel fixer workmanship for the pillars and the ground beams. Okay. The pillars, which the steel bender is going to cut the iron rods into 3, which is going to give me 6 stirrups for each pillar. So we have 36 pillars. For Mr. Paul Amo, your total pillars is 36. So once that is done, and then they pour in the laterite, they're going to put an iron rod on the edge of all the blocks. This will help from cracking when the building is settling down. So if the steel bender is going to do all of that, per my analysis, okay, he's going to charge you 2,500. Your aim is to reduce this cost to approximately 2,000 will be okay. Okay, or even if 1,800, it is up to you to bargain with the steel bender. They will always quote higher prices. Okay, here you can call on my steel bender. Okay, yes, Master Isaac Gomado is ready to help you with that steel bending work. All right, our goal is to help people with prices reasonable. Okay, not like cheap. It's not like cheap, reasonable prices. Okay, so steel benders work for your 5-bedroom house. Workmanship should be 2,500 at a reducing rate. Now we are into banking terms now. All right, and here we are estimating workmanship for the footing block work. You know, we say we are using 2,000 blocks. Okay, so if we are using 2,000 blocks, what is the workmanship? Based on the estimate, okay, sorry about that. Based on the estimate, 2,000 block will constitute a workmanship of 3,400. Okay, if you're able to, if you send me your email and I have to send you a spreadsheet, okay, you'll be able to even manipulate. If it's 2,200, you just key in and then the price will come. All right, and then also I'm going to drop my wife's number, okay, so that you guys can drop us a token, an appreciation if you have learned something from this channel and you want to show appreciation. Yes, why not? You can drop something on my wife's Momo and then we can use it to buy some rice and chicken and enjoy, because I'm taking all the time away from my wife and I'm serving the whole public. And therefore, this time, if you have watched my last 2 episodes, including this one, okay, and you really love it, you can show appreciation. Yeah, it is always good to show appreciation. We are not charging anybody. We say you show appreciation. If you have learned something, if this channel have been of good help to you, okay, my wife's number is on the screen, okay, you drop us any amount that you desire from your own heart, and then we will appreciate it. Once again, thank you on that one. So we are using 2,000 blocks, okay, for that. And the workmanship for that is 3,400. In case you want to use 1,500, if you look at my far right hand side, you will see that in case it's 1,500 blocks, the workmanship should be 2,550. In case you're using 2,500 blocks, the workmanship should be 4,250. In case you are using 3,000 blocks, the workmanship will be 5,100. Okay, but as of now, we are on 2,000 blocks for Mr. Paul Amo's foundation. Okay, so he's going to pay the mason 3,400. He could say, okay, based on this, let me pay the mason 4,000. Okay, that is at his own discretion, so that it will cushion the mason to do a very diligent, extra care. Sometimes you have to cushion them a little bit. You can say, let me pay him 3,600 or 3,700. It is up to Mr. Paul Amo to decide on that one. But solely, the cost of 2,000 blocks is going for 3,400. There's nothing wrong about it. That's okay. All right. And then we move on to carpentry work. The carpentry workmanship for the pillars And then for the overside concrete, we'll put the wire board that we bought for the profiling, that 30 pieces of board. We'll place it along the edges of the whole footing block way, and then we'll cast the concrete in the middle. Are you getting it? So that we call the fascia. Okay, those boards will go like the fascia all around. Are you with me? Yes, so we are not buying any wire board anymore. We are not buying nails anymore. Okay, so the carpenter is going to use this one here, and the cost of the carpenter work should not be more than 700 Ghana cedis. Okay, that's why I put it, the workmanship for the pillars and that of the overside concrete for the carpenter, 700 Ghana cedis. Plumber will charge you 1,100 based on distance. Okay, he might add transportation. Yes, if it's very short, I guess you can still bargain with him to somewhere around 1,000. Are you with me? For the plumbing works. And believe you me, Mr. Palamo doesn't have to buy any materials anymore. Just because he bought the plumbing materials earlier in the material estimate. You understand? This is just the workmanship. So once everything is done, the roofing is completed, then we go to the piping work, which is also a different estimate that will come later on. All right, so we move on to caterpillar for filling in the gravels. Okay, caterpillar for filling in the gravels. You need a caterpillar, in filling in the laterite to your footing block work. You need a caterpillar to do that. You can rent the caterpillar for 2 hours. I think 2 to 3 hours is better if you have all the laterite available on the site. And make sure that when the truck comes, they try to tip it closer to the footings. You understand? So that the caterpillar doesn't have to travel, fetch the gravels or the laterite and come and pour it into the footings work. Okay, it should be much closer. All right. Okay, compactor. In case you want to rent a compactor for that, yeah, that's also another cost. In my case, you could see that I left that portion. Okay, I didn't do anything to that compactor. I didn't give any price. Okay, yes, it is up to you to rent a compactor. I don't want to increase my budget. I want rains to pour on it. As the masons and the laborers are working on top of it, it will compact and sink by itself. But in case you need a compactor, you can still get one. I don't know the price, so I left it blank. All right. Okay. Then casting of the footings pillars. Now the masons have laid the 2,000 blocks. Okay. They need to cast the pillars. After the carpenter has done his board covering all the pillars, the masons have to cast that one. So casting of the footing pillars, I put 600. 600 because in casting of the pillars, I need 1 mason and 5 laborers. So if you look at the far right, okay, I put 1M and plus 1 5L. 5L means laborers, okay? So 1 mason and 5 laborers, okay? 5 laborers in the extent that 2 laborers will be mixing, okay, and then the other 3 will be carrying and giving it to the mason to pour into the pillars. Are you getting it? Yes, so we don't need too much that. And the mason will take 90, okay, and the laborers will take 80. So 80 multiplied by 5, I think it's around 480, plus that of the mason should give me around 500 and something. I just run it up to 600. Are you getting it? I just run it up to 600, and I think it's reasonable. Okay, all right. And then we go to casting of the overside concrete. So after the pillars have been casted, the laterite poured in, caterpillar has come and done that. Okay, you rent a compactor to compact the entire surface for you. All right. Then the plumber will come and do his work. You put the DPM, which is the black rubber, on top. Now the masons will have to cast the entire surface with concrete, and that is what we call the overside concrete. All right, and casting that concrete, I'm putting 1,500. In this case, I need 2 masons. Okay, 2 masons plus 14 laborers. Here you might rent a concrete mixture. If not a concrete mixture and you still want to do it on a platform on the ground, you can still do that in order to reduce cost. But you still need 2 masons plus 14 laborers. Okay, this requires a lot of extra force. All right, so that is it. You can try to reduce the laborers and make it 10 laborers, 2 masons. Yes, 10 laborers because you reduce it by 4. 10 laborers, you're going to have 2 laborers, okay, After all of them have fetched the sand and that of the cement and the stones and pour it on the platform, okay, one person will be fetching water, two people will be mixing, and the rest of the people will be moving up and down. So 3 people at the concrete mixture area, 7 people moving up and down. Isn't that enough? 2 masons, putting the levels and everything. So 14 for me is based on the concrete mixture machine. Yes, but if you don't have the concrete mixture machine, you can reduce them to 10 people. That is also another way of reducing costs. All right, then we move on to casting of the foundation concrete. Yes, so foundation concrete, we need to I think I should have arranged that systematically, but nonetheless, that's okay. So casting of the foundation concrete, we need 1,200. We need 2 masons plus 12 laborers for that one as well. All right, and then labor for leveling the gravels. When the caterpillar pour in all the gravels, caterpillar will not be able to level from the middle to the edge and all of that. You will still need human effort to do the leveling. Okay, so that I didn't put any price. It will depend on how you negotiate with the boys, whether I want to give them 300, 400 or 500 for that, for just to level the entire surface. That is up to you. That's labor for leveling the gravels. Okay, so putting all together, which is from the top to the down, okay, the total cost of workmanship for a 5-bedroom house is 12,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, 12,000 Ghana cedis. All right, vis-a-vis the inflation and whatsoever, I just, all based on the analysis we've done right now, 12,000 will be the workmanship for a 5-bedroom house. We can say it's the same for a 4-bedroom house, depending on what goes into it. Are you getting it? You can reduce the cost a little bit because this is a 5-bedroom house. And the workmanship, carpenter, plumber, mason, laborers, all of that, the caterpillar and all of that is 12,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, now putting them together, cost of materials, we have 45,375. The workmanship is 12,000, giving us a total of 57,375.6 pesos. Okay, then I decided to put miscellaneous. Okay, miscellaneous will be that perhaps those who are coming to the site for the digging might not have their pickaxe, but it is always necessary for them to have their pickaxe and shovel. Okay, but then if they don't have enough, you might want to buy extra, and then make sure you write your name on it because they will definitely take it away. That is why it is required that they should come with their pickaxe and shovel, because they will always steal yours and you will never see them again. But then, hey, if you need to buy 2 shovels, 2 pickaxe, we have the spade and then the shovel itself. You need to buy the loading one, okay? And then perhaps you need a wheelbarrow because one of my subscribers made mention of that. She drew my attention to that. Okay, so you need those ones. And then in case you want to buy a poly tank, you need to get a poly tank at the site. Okay, all of these I put as miscellaneous. Okay, so the miscellaneous, I put 5,000. But in some cases, if you have some drums for the water and all of that, I think you'll be okay. So my analysis before that, I said 60,000 is enough for your foundation work. This is a 5-bedroom house and our expenditure here is 62,375, just because I added the miscellaneous, because I said 60,000 is enough. Now the miscellaneous, we could still use some of them for the compactor because I didn't put the price of the compactor. I get the point. And then the price for renting the concrete mixture also, I didn't put any price over there. Are you getting the point? Yes, so this miscellaneous can also be part that in case the guy is doing the digging of the trench, want to charge more than 3,000 and they want to charge 3,500, you can still have some money from the miscellaneous and add to it. Okay, so all these will add up to, in case the mason says, hey, okay, try to add something a little bit to my workmanship so that we can do a diligent job for you. Why not? All will come through from the miscellaneous. So as of now, our 5-bedroom house, the cost of foundation, mathematically, spiritually, wherever you want to go. This is 62,375 and 6 pesos. Okay, so if I've made something out, please drop me a comment, all right, and then we can update that. Whilst you can do this, just take your laptop and then type everything and then understand. In case you want to add something, you can add it. And then the next episode, I'm going to come with the superstructure. Now we're done with foundation. So superstructure, how much do we need to spend? And let's see if we will clock 150,000 Ghana cedis. No, I think we will be between 100 and 120,000 Ghana cedis for a 5-bedroom with a roofing. Okay, yeah, we are not going for decking. We are just going for roofing. You understand? So if we finish this one and we raise the superstructure, and then the cost is around 100,000, assumably, okay, or even 120,000 Ghana cedis, or even 110,000 Ghana cedis. Roofing trousers will come, okay, plus that of the roofing sheet will be around 40,000 in addition. So my estimation will be that we are going to spend around 160,000 and raise the entire structure with the roofing done. And then we go to piping and all of that. So if you're budgeting around 200,000, we can do so much for a 5-bedroom house. Man, you can imagine where I'm going. Okay, yes. So lovely people, once again, if you want to show appreciation, okay, the number on the screen is 0246 676 416. 0246 676 416. I repeat, 0246 676 416. The name is Clara Boadiwaa, and that's for my wife. Okay, so you can show the appreciation. Any amount, we're here to accept it for all our hard work. If you've learned something from this channel all these whiles and you want to show appreciation to Bright and Clara's channel, why not? All right, we're not charging anybody. We're not asking you to, no. Any amount that you desire, just drop it in the Momo and we will buy rice and chicken and some fruit juice, and then we will party ourselves for all our hard work. All right, so lovely people, I'll see you once again in the next episode where I bring you the superstructure of a 5-bedroom house, specifically for Mr. Paul Amo. Mr. Paul Amo, once again, thank you for the time and I appreciate it. Thank you to all my subscribers for the love and the support. Please make sure you write everything down. Write everything down. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. I guess I have to pause this.